Hey, it's Dustin with the Davidson Group at ReeceNichols with your June 11th market update. Today, we're going to talk about our local area and the statistics for the month ending in April. As we dive into these statistics, they're going to seem similar to month over month because we're still well into a seller's market. We've got lower inventory levels, we've got inflated or higher sales prices, and we don't have enough inventory on the market. These are things and themes that you've heard over and over and over, but the market is the market, and so I've got to represent what is there. In looking at the information from those statistics in our local association, we had a total number of 317 homes or units sold in the month of April. Of those 317 homes, we averaged 82 days on market, which was 21% lower than the year before, which means we are 21% less time on the market than in April of 2020. Obviously, during that time frame, we were still working through and figuring out what was going on with COVID and the pandemic, and a lot of businesses shut down and not as much activity at that point in the market. Looking at the average sold price, we are up 24, almost 25% year over year. We're sitting at about $170,000 average sold price in our entire association. So we're talking about Jasper County, Newton County, some McDonald County, some Lawrence County. We've dipped into Kansas. We've got a pretty broad market, but when you're thinking about the area, it's Joplin and surrounding areas. So that's an almost 25% increase year over year, which is quite a bit. Something that we've talked about in the past is the absorption rate, which is the amount of inventory at any given time and basically the months of supply left. In the month of April, we had a 2.53% absorption rate, which means we had about 2.5 months worth of inventory, which is down a staggering 37.5%. So we are a third less, or over a third less, year over year from April of 20 to April of 21. So we've heard this before, we've talked about this before. We're in the middle of a seller's market. We don't have nearly enough inventory or homes available to us on the market. Now, since April through May, which those statistics will be coming on the next months, and starting into June, we're really starting to see that summer market come in. So we're starting to see more homes onto the market, but they're still going away just as quick. So we've got still plenty of buyers in the marketplace looking to purchase a home. We've got prices that are increasing due to that lack of supply and that increased demand. Interest rates are still in a good position. Of course, lumber prices are high. We're starting to see gas prices go as well. So there's the economy that is changing and adjusting what the overall market looks like, but real estate as a whole is still very, very solid. And we're still, like I said, well into the middle of a seller's market. I've been talking about for at least 12 months. I heard a statistic last week. They predicted at least 24 months, so another 2 years of this exact type of market into the future. So I've heard this too in conversations. I'm thinking about waiting. I'm thinking about waiting for things to change. I'm waiting for the market to slow down or to go down or to change. There's a lot of fear mongers out there talking about a crash that is coming. The data just doesn't support it. The data just does not support that information. So if you are in a position where you're thinking about making a transition and you want to make a transition outside of the next 12 to 24 months, great, wait. If you don't need to, don't make a transition. But if you want to make a transition and you're hoping that in the next few months something is going to change that is going to affect the real estate market, act now, right? If you're looking to purchase. If you're looking to sell, you need to move, you are going to be in a position of making the most you've ever made or would ever make in this current market. But like I said, those numbers are going to continue on for the next 12 to 24 months. We're in a great market. It's a very competitive market if you're a buyer. It's a great market if you're a seller. But you know what? This is our area. This area is very similar to other areas across the entire country. I talk to agents all the time. How are things there? Well, they're like this here, us too. We are actually, believe it or not, on the lower end of the spectrum as far as activity and things going on compared to places like Kansas City, places like Tulsa, places like Fayetteville that are in our region, and then you go to places in California or New York or Florida or Tennessee, a lot of activity in a lot of other states. So we're kind of in that lower mid-range as far as activity, number of buyers, multiple offers, those kinds of things. Anyways, I'd love to talk in more detail with you. Like I said, kind of a short and sweet market update here. We're looking at just that local area, kind of the same over month over month, and we're getting more into what is known as that seller's market. I'd love to talk in details if you have questions about specific areas, about your home or what that transition would look like for you specifically. But until we talk next time, hope you're doing well.